Imagine a war scene where on one side are the world's most powerful military powers, America and Israel, and they have state-of-the-art warplanes, missiles worth billions of dollars, and the world's most advanced air defense system. But the surprising thing is that standing in front of this huge power is a weapon that costs less than an ordinary car, and that small weapon has gradually started changing the entire equation of war. Many military analysts are now saying that because of this drone, Iran has developed a war strategy where the opponent can be pressured not with music power, but with intelligence and economics. If the drone that has to be stopped with a missile worth billions of dollars costs only a few $1,000s, then it is easy to imagine how much the music calculation of war can change. And at the center of this mystery is a strange Iranian weapon, the Shahed 136 kamikaze music drone or suicide drone. Yes, we are going through a time, music, where war, global politics and economic crisis have made the future of many people's careers uncertain. But if you look at one thing, you will see that the digital content sector is still very stable and is creating a big opportunity for the future. And that is exactly why I will share with some of you all the strategies and complete AI integration process that I have learned in the journey of turning MyAHL from zero to a channel with 11 million subscribers in the last 9 years. If you want to build a strong foundation for yourself now, thinking about the future, then let's go to the description box and the first comment to learn more. Although this drone may not seem very ordinary at first glance, it does not look like a huge fighter jet or a deadly missile. But the reality is that this small weapon has quietly started changing the concept of modern warfare in the last few years. Because until now, everyone thought that the more advanced and expensive the weapon, music, is, the more powerful it is on the battlefield. But Shahed 136 seems to be turning that idea upside down. Do some math. America's famous Tomahawk cruise missile costs several $1 million. Russia's Kh-101 cruise missile also costs close to $1 million. Again, the price of Iran's own Fateh-101 ballistic missile can also reach millions of dollars. But in the midst of all this, a weapon appears that costs only a few $1,000s. Sometimes it costs less than an ordinary old car. And that weapon is the Shahed 136 drone. And this is where the real secret of this drone's power begins. This drone is often called a kamikaze drone or suicide drone. In military terms, it is also called a loitering munition. Because it does not hit directly like a normal missile, but rather it keeps circling in the sky for a long time and searches for a target. Like a bird of prey searching for prey. Some targets are not always visible. They appear for some time and then disappear within a few seconds. So this drone hovers over the target for a long time, music, and waits for the right moment, and when that moment comes, it suddenly jumps down and explodes, destroying the target and also ends itself. Another strange feature of this drone is that its sound when it flies in the sky, the sound of its engine sounds a lot like a scooter. That is why it is sometimes called a flying scooter, because it uses a small music stroke engine that works a lot like a scooter engine. And that strange sound often creates fear in people's minds. Because when someone hears this sound in the sky, they realize that something is coming. This drone is about 3.5 meters long and has a wingspan of about 3 meters. The entire drone weighs only 220 kilograms. There is an explosive warhead in front of it, which can weigh 30 to 50 kilograms. And at the back there is a propeller that rotates and moves the drone forward. Along with this, the drone uses a simple 2-stroke gasoline engine. It can generate power up to about 50 horsepower, music. And it helps the drone fly at a speed of about 200 kilometers per hour. It does not have a separate cooling system. When the drone flies fast, the air cools its engine. To help the drone fly steadily, there is a control fan at the back. There are flaps and ailerons on the wings that help the drone change direction, These are controlled by small servo motors. In the middle of the drone is a small computer system that controls the entire flight, as well as a GPS system inside it that tells the drone its location through satellites. If for some reason the GPS does not work, the drone uses the inertial navigation system. The sensors in it calculate the speed and direction of the drone and steer it in the right direction. In some cases, this drone can even detect radar signals. If the radar signal of an air defense system is detected, the drone can attack in that direction itself. Because if the radar of a defense system is destroyed, the entire system becomes largely blind. This drone takes to the sky through a special launcher truck. There is a launch rail on the truck, where the drone is placed at an angle. Then the small rocket booster attached below it is launched. That booster quickly lifts the drone into the sky. Then when the main engine of the drone is started, the booster separates itself. The range of this drone is about 2,000 kilometers. But its real strength is that they usually do not attack alone. Sometimes many drones are sent into the sky at once. Sometimes more than 100 drones can fly together. And they don't all hit the same place, but they choose different targets. These drones usually don't fly very high, but rather fly close to the ground, so it's often too late to be detected by radar, and when they are detected, it may already be too late. Of course, it is technically possible to destroy them, but this is where the biggest problem comes in. Cost. Because a drone costs only a few $1,000s, and a missile that costs hundreds or millions of dollars is often used to destroy it. For example, the cost of the Tamir missile used in Israel's Iron Dome system is much higher than this drone. Again, if you use the American Patriot missile, the cost increases several times. In other words, to destroy a cheap drone, you often have to use a weapon that costs several times more than that drone. And when hundreds of drones attack at once, the defense system